All right, y'all, what's up? Let me get this mic situated. Here we go. Feel like it's been a minute. It has been. Hold on. All right, there we go. Had to fix this mic. It's been a while since I've been on this mic here. I wasn't even on this mic the other day on the live. I was just in my room here. Fix this thing up, man. Thing want to fall on me. There we go. All right, y'all, we back. Feel like it's been a minute. It has been. All right, what's up, y'all? Got a few y'all in here. So yeah, man. Back in business, you know. Back on that original time that I used to be on like a few years ago, you know. I mean, it's been a rough ride. It's been a rough ride for me over the past couple years. And the schedule had to change due to, you know, family circumstances, but unfortunately, the time is original time is back, but I hate the way it had to come back now. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll be back on my original time now because hey, it's just me now. It's just yeah, yeah, it's just me. So yeah, what's up, y'all? Marcus Bell in the building, Sync and G Frame. I think I've seen you in it a few times. What's up? Sync said Jocelyn finally got a fight. Yep, I heard. I have heard. But yeah, man, this past weekend wasn't bad. We needed some good fights, because the weekend before that, I know the fights were the WMMA fights got canceled. But oh, okay. Oh, it's you, it's Ephraim. Okay, G Frame, Ephraim. Okay. Same person. Because I know that picture is from that movie. What movie is that? Dang, man. No Country for Old Men. Because a guy I know let me borrow that movie, man. And I don't think I ever watched it. I still haven't watched it. I just borrowed it. He let me borrow it. Dang, did I give it back to him? I know he lived. Whatever. I think, yeah. I didn't even know, man. G Frame. Easy E, what's up? He said, what up, G? Yeah, G Frame. Yeah, I got it somewhere. Maybe I need to watch it. I still haven't watched it. But yeah, man, this past weekend was good, man. This past weekend was all right. I can't complain. For what the matchups were. The matchups were how they were supposed to play out, right? I knew that Jasmine and Zombie Girl was going to be that type of fight. It was a good action-packed fight. Gritty fight. That's how it goes, right? The Jillian Robertson fight, Poliana fight. Yeah, I figured that's how the fight was gonna go. When G Rob gets you down, she's gonna drown you, right? That's just how it plays out. So the championship fight didn't really upset me either. Some people were disappointed, and I was like, hey, this is how it's gonna play out. This is how Rocky fights. Myra Buena Silva. Don't expect anything spectacular from her yet. I mean, yeah, she finished a number of girls at bantamweight, but look at who she was finishing. So to me, I wasn't disappointed in her performance, and I wasn't like, I didn't feel like some of y'all did. Like some of y'all felt like y'all got cheated by Myra Buena Silva, but I didn't feel like Myra Buena Silva was going to go in there and do something like an Amanda Nunes did, or even Juliana Pena. Like I didn't think she was going to pull off that type of upset. So with that, yeah, I got all my picks right this weekend. This past weekend, I got them all right. Because I said I can't put any. I just couldn't put any confidence in Poliana Viana like that. I was like, I know her striking is effective, but if Jillian can take these shots, she's going to get her to the ground, and that's going to be it. I was like, I just don't see that happening. And even with Zombie Girl, Cachoeira, she tried to cheat this time again, make this fight a bantamweight fight. I was like, the weight's not going to come into her play unless she lands like one big shot. But even then, like, Cachoeira just does not have the technique to set up some of these knockouts. He's just one dimensional. I mean, would you call her one dimensional or maybe -9, like negative 0.9 dimensional? Because I mean, yo, her skill set, like even her one dimension, man, it's like it doesn't even bring it home like that. At least Andrade, like there was a point where Andrade, she can she could depend on her power and get herself a knockout. Like she still has the strength and she's able to finish a number of girls, but like Cachoeira, it's like it's 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 not the same way. It is not the same way with her. Like she has power, but who is she knocked out? At least with Andrade, I can say she's finished a number of girls. She can still finish Calvillo. She can finish Lamo. She can finish Mackenzie Dern. Even though she might lose to this set of fighters, she can still beat this set of fighters. Like Cachoeira, she's losing to everybody pretty much. So I think at this point for me, hey, I said it Saturday, it's fine. Put Cachoeira on the chopping block, chop away, man. She's done. She's done. And like I said, I always give some of these girls the benefit of the doubt. For me, I don't really call anybody a bum like that. I don't call people bums like that. And I don't just count people out just like that. I'm gonna look at them, I'm gonna study them and give them a chance. But when I look at Cachoeira, man, like this girl is just limited. She's beyond limited, man, because she's just not that type of fighter that wants to evolve or change. She just wants to show up and show out. Easy said, I'm putting my business hat on as a promoter. I'm gonna let Nunes slide into a title shot at 300, hoping she wins, which will piss Pena off and make for an even bigger third fight with her. Hey, I mean, that might work. It might work, man. It might work. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea because that's the only way they can make it interesting, right? Because that's what I was talking about in my video I did today. It's like put Pena on the back burner and let Nunes get the fight with Rocky. And then after that, she goes in there, gets her belt back. It might piss Pena off, but it might actually give Pena more incentive to train and want to beat her. It might make the third fight even a little bit more interesting. And that's as interesting as we can get right now at 135. That's about all we can do. That's about all we can do right now. It's just hope Nunes comes back to make for a rubber match and let that be done with it, right? Dana might be blowing Nunes' phone up right now. Yeah, after that fight, because everybody's been complaining about the fight. And like I said, it was not that bad of a fight. It was not like Carla Rose, too. It wasn't that bad of a fight like that, Yeah, Marcus. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Cachoeira is BKFC. That's about all I can see Cachoeira doing right now is bare knuckle boxing. You said Priscilla's awful. Lipsky should have given her body one more time to recover. Yeah. Like when she lost to her, I was like, "What are you doing, girl? Like you in there trading with her? Don't give her the chin." And she gave her the chin. Oh, JP, what's up? JP says Stoyarenko would smoke Priscilla. Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Stoyarenko would definitely beat her, man. Stoyarenko would definitely beat her. Did Priscilla have a weight issue? I know she came in heavy, but if she tried to cut the extra weight, I see why she looked that way. No, man, like the situation with Priscilla is like she didn't even try this time. I was looking at an interview with Jasmine, and Jasmine said they got the call right away and said that Priscilla wasn't even like gonna try, I guess. Like maybe she was trying to cut weight, but from what Jasmine said is like they didn't even want to make an effort to cut. Priscilla was already, she already had that plan, man. She already had that planned out to me. I think she was just like, okay, we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna hope Jasmine accepts the fight, and if she does, we don't mind giving up the purse. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, she should have been just moved up to bantamweight because, you know, this can't fly. Like, you had a weight issue a number of times now. You know, they need to start telling her, hey, you need to move up, we'll just cut you. Well, now they don't have to tell her. They're just going to cut her. They're just going to cut her from here. Right? Yeah, G Frame. Everybody has a place, just not always in the UFC. Yeah, like she used to have a place, but not anymore. Yeah, it was way better than the Chris Curtis fight. The title fight, yeah, the title fight was better than the Chris Curtis fight. That's what I was saying. Like I can't complain for what I was already going in to expect. Oh, Robot Chicken, what's going on? Appreciate that, man. Blessings to you as well. Yeah, man. But let's look at a couple of fights, man. I had to put this picture up here, man, of Jasmine, because this shows you too. Like Jasmine was like, "Hey, let's go ahead and see Priscilla Cachoeira out the door," and I agree with her, man. Like, go ahead and cut Cachoeira, man. Like, because look at what she's doing in this picture too, man. You see in this picture, look, she going for the eyes again, man. It just don't quit. I told you, all right. I was like, this girl gonna do it again. Like, she gonna try to take an eye out. Somebody's gonna pull some hair. Somebody's gonna try to pull somebody's bra strap up or top up or something like that to cause a ruckus. And look, Cachoeira is going for that eye again. And I think the referee seen that, so he was probably like, okay, you know, we're gonna let this beating play out a little bit longer. So yeah, I think with stuff like this, you know, if you're gonna, and that's the thing, like when you keep letting stuff fly like this, the person thinks it's okay. So, you know, Cachoeira says, okay, they didn't disqualify me. They didn't take a point. They continue to let me fight. So maybe they like it. So, you know, Cachoeira is just going to continue to try to poke an eye or be slick about it. And this time she was not slick. I mean, every minute of every round, she was on her back. So eventually she was going to try something like this. So look at her. She was trying to poke Jasmine right in the eye. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think the UFC will see her in another. We'll see her in another fight. You know, go ahead and put her on the chopping block. PFL, maybe she can do something with PFL, but more than likely BKFC. So yeah, I do agree with Jasmine there. You know, if this girl can't make weight, she's not disciplined. Go ahead and cut her. Marco, what's up, man? He said hello. He said everybody is sleeping on Norma. She's a threat in the bantamweight division. If she gets by a GDR, hey, if she gets by GDR, hey, you know, she's probably got a chance to take a title shot here or there. Eventually, I would like to see Norma Dumont and Myra win a Silva fight. That would be a good fight. Easy said Chris Curtis fight like that and has the audacity to whine about the commentary tearing him up. The Action Man's my guy. He does complain too much. Maybe Chris should add things to his arsenal. Yeah, he was just trying to be a counter striker in there. And like every now and then when he was forced to throw more than one shot, he would, but it was like he didn't really want to then either. Like he was holding back. So I was like, whose fault is that, man? Like you gotta let it go. But yeah, man, I hope they do the right thing here with Cachoeira at this point, because nobody wants to see her continue to get beat down. You know, let's go ahead and see her out the door. I'm cool with that. What about y'all? Jasmine, her next fight, like I said, it could be JoJo in a farewell fight. Or if she wants to reach higher and the UFC wants to. Oh, well, she's already ranked now. Never mind. She took JoJo's ranking. Okay. Yeah. The rankings have already changed today. Okay, let's do a quick ranking update here. All right. Flyweight rankings have changed. Jasmine is now a top 15 fighter. All right. Jasmine is number 15. Okay. So, yeah, JoJo is out again. You know, they were just kind of pushing her up every time because When one person falls, it would put her back. Okay. Andrew Lee is fighting Miranda. Oh, yeah. How about this fight? Casey O'Neill. Jasmine fighting her first top 15 fight. Why not Casey O'Neill? How about that? That would be a good fight. Yeah, because look, the rankings just changed. 15. Casey O'Neill is 13. Everybody else is taken, right? And she's already fought Tracy Cortez. Well, she did fight Cortez. This ain't her first top 15 fighter. She lost to Tracy Cortez, but bouncing back with a win over Cachoeira, and now that she's ranked, she wants to continue to fight up. Hey, I like that fight. Jasmine versus Casey O'Neill. Cachoeira should retire after the beating she got from Jazzy last Saturday. Yeah. Priscilla needs to be cut. You can't be in a UFC with 0 ground game. Exactly. Yeah, retire too, Marco, or Robot, like you said, cut. Go to BKFC, call out Christine Faree, Helen Peralta, those girls over there. Easy said you just trying to get Casey cut. Hey, I'm just saying, man, that's a good fight. That's a good fight right there. Casey and Jasmine. I think I would have to go with Jasmine, man. Jasmine just seems so much more like sturdier and stronger. Like even her takedowns, that girl she's a big banner, a big feather. Dang, I almost said featherweight because the way she looks. She's a big flyweight. Who you got in that fight? Easy. I know you got Jasmine, right? I'll go with Jasmine. But you never know. That's why I want to see the fight, man. 15, she gonna fight up. That's a good fight right there. Because let's see, she lost to Cortez and Natalia Silva, so we can't see those. Yeah, that's a good fight though, man. That'll probably be the next fight to make, unless Casey O'Neill's going to take a little break. I don't know. Right? All right. So, yeah, Jillian Robertson. I know Easy said he don't want to give Jillian Robertson full credit for this fight, but for the level that she's on, this is what she does, man. Gary said, I think Casey versus Jasmine is a good fight. Yeah, it is. Easy said, I got Casey. Hold on. I got Casey losing to anyone ranked ahead of her, to be honest. Anyone ranked ahead of her. Okay. Or ranked, period. Jasmine is not the greatest fighter in the world, but she made Priscilla look awful. Right. Yeah, like she's not, like, but she has a lot of natural abilities, I think, that are going to help her in some fights. But anybody with good technique and speed, I think they speed, takedown defense, and striking movement gives Jasmine a hard time. Yeah, Jillian Robertson. Okay, Jillian Robertson, easy. I know you don't want to give her full credit for this, but I liked how she looked in this fight, and I'm definitely not one to say that this means she is like top 10 material. I know the work she still has to put in, and I'm kind of basing how good she looked off of where I'm used to seeing her fight, or where I'm used to seeing her perform at a high level, and that is in the unranked realms. You know what I mean? Like, I don't expect too much, especially, I believe she said that she feels like she don't need to learn. She don't feel like she needs to learn anymore. Now, these words are coming out of her mouth, not mine. Like, I believe she did say something like that, like she doesn't have to learn anything anymore, something like that. And that's the route they're just kind of going from here. So to me, if that's how she feels, it's like, okay, hold on. There we go. Yeah, if that's how she feels, then I can just, kind of grade her performances against the level of fighters that she's on. Like, no, I don't see a top 10 fighter off of what she did against Poliana Viana. I saw somebody that looks strong and is comfortable at the weight she needs to be at to continue to win against the caliber of fighters that she's fighting. But in order to get where she needs to get to, she's got to add a little bit more to her arsenal here, right? And at her age, she could, but if she feels like she doesn't need to learn anymore, then I'm just kind of like, okay, well, I don't know how far you could get if you don't learn or add more to your game. Let me see if I can find that interview. Because I'm trying to see how she put it. How somebody put it. She just kind of felt like she didn't need to grow anymore, like learn anymore or something like that. She just needs to go in and fight. I'm not sure who said that. See if I can find it. But yeah, I think at the level she's at, she can continue to do what she's doing. She can be like Angela Hill and so on, where she beats these girls with her, superior jiu-jitsu skills. But going anywhere past 12 or 13 is going to be hard. And that's why I do want to see her fight. I don't want to see her fight. No, I want to see her fight Angela Hill. Like, I want to see her fight, because if she could prove me wrong and beat Angela Hill, then I think, okay, like there's something she's learned there, and then you can keep going step by step. But even then, girls like Loopy, and then jumping all the way up to Marina Rodriguez. Marina would be a tough fight. Some people don't think Marina would beat Jillian Robertson. I'd be like, no, Jillian Robertson. I don't know if she can hang with Marina. And the Marina doesn't have that level of ground game, but still. Robot Chicken said, I remember. I remember Jillian couldn't hang with Ricci on the feet. G-Rob needs to work on some stand-up. Yeah, she couldn't. Jillian's never going to get that belt if she doesn't change. Yeah, I agree. Because even Weili knows she had to change to recapture the belt. Even Jan had to change to get to a point of getting her, couple of wins in a row to get a title shot. G. Frank said, I like Casey, but I don't think she's landed any takedowns, racked up any ground and pound time since coming back from a leg injury. That's a problem because her stand-up ain't it. Yeah, she hasn't racked up any of that. Also because of the competition level, that competition level exposed that, you ain't going to take Jennifer Maia down like that with that type of, rush in attack. Jennifer Maia, she ain't going to have that. Jennifer Maia won't. And yeah, of course, Ariane Lipsky with her takedown defense improving. No, you're not going to get her down like that either. Easy, so I could see Casey beating Lee. Not Jasmine, though. Oh, you think Casey O'Neill could beat Andrea Lee? Yeah, I could kind of see that. I could kind of see that happening. Because, I feel like she tries more. She does try harder. Easy said she's 15 now. I can actually see her beating Waterson. Anyone else have serious doubt? Yeah, that's probably one fight I could see. Like, if it was on the ground, like if she actually could keep Michelle Waterson on the ground, that might be the one she could get. But even Karolina Kowalkiewicz is a tough fight. Striking wise, Karolina Kowalkiewicz would be a problem. Even grappling wise, I think Karolina would be a problem for Jillian. Angela Hill too. I think Angela Hill would be a bigger test as far as like getting her down and keeping her down, or even like getting past her striking. But Jillian needs to improve her striking because she faces somebody with good takedown defense, better striking than Poliana. She'll be in huge trouble. Right. Big trouble. Lolita, what's up? She said, why did Ricci and Robertson stand up that whole fight? I don't know. Probably because they respected each other's jiu-jitsu. I mean, Verna and McKenzie, they did the same thing. Neither one of them really wanted to go to the ground. It's like, I think they both, like I said, they kind of over respect each other's like ability to submit. So they don't want to go that route. Or at the same time, Ricci wants to, use her hand game a little bit more. She wants to use her stand-up game because she feels like, okay, if I use this, I can at least secure myself a win because my stand-up is better than Jillian's. I'm going to test it, so maybe that's how she felt. But yeah, Verna and McKenzie, they did do the same thing. They feel like, okay, I know what you can do on the ground. You know what I can do. Let's do it, Uh-oh, BJ's in the building. BJ, I thought you were going live yesterday, man. He said, "Stop lying, Carolina ain't no problem for Jillian." No, she's a problem, man. Jillian Robertson is a problem. Jillian Robertson is a problem. Exactly. JP said, "Why haven't you gone? Why haven't you went live?" Right? Yeah. Where were you at, BJ? I was like, yesterday. Yesterday, I thought you was about to go live, and then he didn't go live. Monday, he didn't go live. No, Sunday, he didn't go live Sunday. And I was like, "Where you at, man?" Hold on. JP said, "Who are you picking, Stoyarenko or Carolina?" I kind of lean towards Stoyarenko. I think Stoyarenko has the ability to pin her up and take her down if her weight's fine. Like, I I just don't feel like Luana Carolina has enough pop to get somebody's respect like Stoyarenko. You know, Stoyarenko is like a bull. You know, Stoyarenko like to push up in there. Oh, okay, B just say got busy with work. I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, work, it gets like that, man. I gotta get back to business tomorrow myself, man. You know, I gotta get back to business. Tay, what's going on? What is up? Marco said, "Do you think Amanda Nunes is coming back for 300?" I doubt it. I doubt she will. I don't think she'll come back for 300. I don't think she's been training like that. Unless there's something we don't know, but I don't think she will come back for 300. But yeah, speaking of title fights, I give Rocky full credit. You know, she's been working hard. This is what she's been wanting to do, and she took full advantage of it. You know, I kind of think Myra Silva might have underestimated her, and she thought she probably could have pushed more of a exciting type of offensive fight on her. But, you know, Rocky wasn't having it. You know, Rocky wanted to show that she's a better fighter on the ground, you know, on the inside, you know, do a little bit of everything. JP said Nunes #1 fan commented on your video about Nunes. Who's her #1 fan? I haven't looked at the comments over there. Let me pull it up. Let me see. Hold on. Her #1 fan. Okay, her #1 fan commented on the Nunes video I just did. Hold on. Okay. I see what you're talking about, JP. Oh, Amanda Nunes #1 fan. I got you. Okay. Oh man. Tina, you got to be trolling. Tina said flyweight division is a weak division. Oh my goodness. Her #1 fan said flyweight division is a weak division. I can't get with that. You know I can't get with that, man. Flyweight division is a weak division, really? Nah, we gotta stop right there. Oh no. Flyweight division is the only one bringing us the entertainment we want right now. Well, strawweight is too, but you know how it is. Yeah, so yeah, I thought Rocky's performance was good. You know, she did her job. You know, she did what she was supposed to do. Nuana's getting smoked. Yeah, Taylor, she said, who said that? JP said this girl Tina, they just commented over here, one of BJ's fans. And that's the best division. I'm like, what? No, man. She got to be trolling because they ain't have nothing to do with. They ain't have nothing to do with the actual. They ain't have nothing to do with the video. I'm talking about Amanda Nunes. Like flyweight ain't got nothing to do with that. Come on now. Easy. I already knew Rocky's playing with the drag MBS in the deep waters and drowner. MBS ain't built for fight. Right. Yeah, that's why, when it came down to my pick, Rocky by decision, Rocky, she's got a good jab and, she's got a good ability to accumulate like points and, keep you at bay. But I didn't really have that feeling that she was going to go in there and knock Bueno Silva out. Bueno Silva got a good chin, take a lot of shots, but hey, she got a good chin. She just didn't have it. She just couldn't go into that bag, man. She didn't have it like that. Still stuck in the 3-round fights, Rocky's been there time and time again as far as, better fighters, more experience. So yeah, I wasn't mad at the fight at all. This is what I expected. Now, don't change how I feel about bantamweight. It's still a dry division. It's still a dry division. Bueno Silva, BJ said Bueno Silva is a bonus for Pena performance of the night. Oh, we ain't got to worry about that happening anymore. Flyweight is better than men's middleweight. Fight me. No, I agree. Flyweight is better than men's middleweight right now. Shoot. 100%. Even if I can't say even if I was just like I'm more of a fan of the women, but can't say I'm just down the line. But yeah, just got to be real and say, nah, man, like Flyweight's better. Got a lot of good fighters right now. Good fights happening too. TJ said they need to bring some featherweights in the UFC. I know that division is dead, but it's a lot of big girls. Your big bantamweights. Yeah, Chelsea Chandler's I think she'd be good at featherweight. She's at I think she has the bantamweight ranking right now. But I think flyweight is where they need to be, like her and Norma. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to fight Pena Silva now. No, it doesn't. To me, I think Norma Dumont. If Norma Dumont can beat GDR, Norma Dumont and Bueno Silva, that would be a good fight. Norma Dumont and Bueno Silva, that would be a good fight. Because even with Norma Dumont taking on GDR, I mean, yeah, that's an experienced fight right there, but GDR been out for like 3 years, so I don't really think that guarantees her like title contender. I'm waiting on them to make fights like Norma and maybe Misha Tate or somebody. I think Norma and Holly Holm were scheduled at one point. Robots, I'll pick Norma to beat GDR. It's possible. I mean, off of activity, it's possible. But, if GDR is still as sharp as if she's as half as sharp as she was, like maybe at least, the end of her career, her career from 2 or 3 years ago, I think she could still go in there and put Norma Dumont down a couple of times in the fight, if not out. Yeah, Dumont Aldana was supposed to happen. That would have been a good fight, but Aldana had to pull out, right? But yeah, with bantamweight, with the way bantamweight is going right now, I think Rocky is fine where she's at. I believe she said she wants to get a few more title defenses or try to get a few title defenses and hang it up. So with that being said, we all know her first title defense will be Pena. The question is, can she beat her at this point? I mean, she's got the experience, but does she have the power to keep Pena off of her? That's where it happens. That's where the trouble lies, man. Whenever she lets Pena on the inside, got to be able to hurt it. Marcus said, check your Instagram message. Hold on. Hold on. Hang on 1 second. That's interesting. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. Oh, come on now. That's some interesting stuff right there. One more fight, huh? But she better get the right one, though. I'll hold on to that, Marcus. Norma would have the advantage because GDR been out for 3 years, but Norma's no match for GDR. And GDR is strong on the feet. Yeah, GDR is strong. And GDR stepped up her submission game, too, when she choked out Pena. I was like, what? I picked GDR to beat Pena. I thought she was gonna beat her by like knockout that night, but when she beat her by submission, she put her to sleep. I was like, wow. Her very first submission. So if Rocky and Pena fight, that's what Rocky's gonna have to hope for. That recklessness. Pena. Pena, she loves to fight, and it's hard to get her to commit to a game plan. She likes to step out and fight. Like, she doesn't depend solely on skills and technique. That's why she got dropped like 5 times against Amanda. She rushes in. So, Rocky has to make sure that she's on her technique here. Don't try to invite the fight on the inside, or don't welcome her in there, or don't fight Pena's fight, but she just has to be a lot more technical than she was against Winner Silva, which I think Rocky has in her, man. I think she has a little bit more of that. 60% GDR slaps Dumont around the octagon. Priscilla must still be in the UFC. Yeah, she's still in as of right now. Pena puts a lot of pressure on her opponents. Yeah, she puts a lot of pressure. But yeah, when she puts that pressure on, it's like, if you can figure it out, you put that check left hook on her, she going down. You put that check left hook on Pena, leading with her face. And Pena's got a good jab. I'll give her that. I will say, like, if Pena was fighting Winner Silva that night, Saturday night, I think Pena would have done more damage. She would have done a lot more damage with her punches. But hey, the volume worked in the long run for Rocky. So, yeah, respect to her. Easy, so I wouldn't put all my money on her. No, I wouldn't. No, she's like, yeah, I think she is 40 already. Yeah. So I wouldn't put all my money. She just had the baby and everything. So yeah, I wouldn't put money on it now. I definitely wouldn't put money on it. But what else? I might be on here for a few more minutes, but I wanted to talk about a few fights here. I know y'all wanted to hear about. I know there were some changes. Hold on. So, talked about Rocky and everything. Let's talk about this fight here real quick. Oh man, I was hoping for that fight too, man. I was hoping for that Lauren Murphy fight. Just because it was a high-ranked opponent. But now, Ariane Lipsky and Kareem Silva are about to fight. That's 2 of the threats. See, they already got 2 of my threats fighting already, man. So yeah, Lipsky's out. I mean, Lauren Murphy's out. Lipsky's in. I don't know why Lauren Murphy's out. I still haven't really heard. She's active on social media. I believe Lauren Murphy had an interview. I tried to skim through the interview a little bit. It was like an hour-long interview, I guess, for some grappling that's coming up. But I didn't hear her mention the fight, though. I didn't even hear her mention the fight, That's why I don't know what's going on. I don't know why she pulled out of the fight. But now, Kareem and Ariane are facing off on a later card, April 27th. Because Kareem was scheduled to fight Lauren on the same card with Macy Barber and Chikagan, right? And when was that card? But now they had to push it back, probably because of Ariane Lipsky just haven't fought. So they got to give her time to train, right? But hey, shout out to Lipsky. She's taking the fight. Let me see. Yeah, she was originally going to fight Lauren Murphy March 9th. Yeah, they were going to fight March 9th. But now she's got to push all the way back to April 27th now. So I don't know. But now that this fight is happening, it's going to be a more so competitive fight. I know that. I think Lauren was going to bring, if Lauren had showed up, I think Lauren was going to bring a level of experience, but now the fight's not happening. It's kind of like, wonder why. Wonder why they didn't want that fight. Robot Chicken said Lauren Murphy's cut now. Yeah, so is that it? Like, I didn't see the roster remover on Twitter this time. Like, is she really gone? Like, is she really out of the UFC? Are y'all sure? I didn't hear like an official thing. She's out of the rankings, but let me see here. Okay, last week they said Lauren's been removed from the flyweight rankings. All right, she's been removed from the flyweight rankings. Let's see. She's been removed from rankings due to inactivity. And I guess since she had pulled out of the fight, they had to take her out of the rankings. Maybe if she was still going to fight, she would have stayed. But now with the fight canceling, they said we're going to go ahead and remove her from the rankings, right? But yeah, that's just kind of strange, though. Robot says she's been removed from the UFC. Wow. Where at? Where did y'all see this at? I just want to know so I can do a video about it later and have the actual source for it. Show it to me, Robot. Where you seen it at? I want to know. I got to know to make sure it's official. But in the meantime, Lipsky and Kareem Silva both have a tough test in front of them. They both have a tough test in front of them right now. And I like it, but then again, I don't, just because they're so close in rankings. Let's see. 11 and 12. And I think both of them are on a really good path to being next title contenders. So now, with the momentum Lipsky's has behind her, and the momentum Silva has behind her, hey, this is a fight that could go either way. It's 50-50. I lean towards Kareem. Easy said he's going with Lipsky. Hey, no problem with that, man. I mean, it's not a given. It's not a given, because they're ranked so close. I don't know though, man. I lean more towards Kareem just because of the killer in her. Yeah, Ariane Lipsky, she's been improving, but I've seen sometimes where certain types of pressure, they can certain types of pressure have frustrated her, and she can kind of succumb to that. And to me, with Kareem Silva having a better, much better ground game, improving striking, I think that she's going to be able to close distance and connect at times. I think she'll connect. And if she does, maybe once or twice, when she gets Lipsky to the ground, which I think she will, like, I think her strength is going to be, really going to be a problem for Lipsky here. Like, I'd seen the takedown defense that she used. I know on Aldridge it's effective. I knew it would be effective on her last opponent, Casey O'Neill. But I think with the way Kareem Silva has been slowly improving herself and just evolving, it's going to be some problems, man. It's going to be a good fight. Now, Lipsky's got the power now. Let's see how Kareem reacts to the power. We got to see how she reacts to the power too. Like, if she reacts to the power and she respects her and stays on the outside, then yeah, Lipsky could slowly pick her apart. But we all know Kareem Silva has the better ground game, better jiu-jitsu, and that's where she's going to need to go. And that's why I say her striking is important. Striking is important. You have to sharpen them hands up. And she did. She sharpened her hands up for the Marina Moreau fight. Dropped Marina Moreau. Marina Moreau's a good boxer too. But Marina Moreau, she's a good boxer, like a really good boxer. And Kareem Silva, she dropped her in the fight just to show you that, hey, she's closing that distance, connecting better. And yeah. Robot Chicken said, Combo, go to the UFC roster watch on Twitter. Okay. BJ said they haven't seen it because it's not true. She's not removed from the organization. Zama said it's the same source which says Shevchenko is re-injured, I guess. Yeah, I still didn't see that source anywhere because Valentine's been looking fine to me. You know, she's been out there doing some outside training, doing splits and all of that. I know doing splits doesn't affect your fingers, but her hands look fine to me. How do you got Lipsky winning Easy E? I gotta know. Like, what does she do? Does she just outclass her or expose something? What do you think? Okay, let me see. Robot Chicken said go to the UFC roster watch. UFC roster watch. Because I don't have Twitter though. I see Carla Esparza removed. Oh, snap fighter removed. Lauren Murphy. There it is. Yeah, it was a week ago. There it is. Dang, Carla got removed too. Is this just inactivity though, or is it like off the roster? This is off the roster, right? Because that's why it's called roster watch, not rankings watch. They're gone. Yeah, they got Carla up there, and they got Lauren Murphy up there. Lauren Murphy's gone. Well, dang. Okay, that's the source. Shout out to Robot Chicken. Thank you for giving me that piece of info. I think that's as legit as we can get for now. I mean, they posted it up and they didn't take it down. So look, fighter removed, fighter added, right? I mean, if fighter is added to the roster, that means you in the roster. Fighter removes mean you out of the roster. So Carla Esparza has been removed from the UFC roster along with Lauren Murphy last week. So with Carla gone, Xiaonan is now the number one contender. Will they come back? I don't know. Because when it says removed from the roster, that's like when Jennifer Maia was removed, or Tyler Santos was, right? Wow. Okay, things is getting crazy. Okay. Zama says Silva isn't flat-footed, slow, and unathletic like O'Neal. She'll run through Lipsky. I kind of compare Lipsky to like Marina Moreau, the style. That's why I think if she gets past the power, I think Silva can get her to the ground with no problem. Like, I think she'll have no problem taking knees to the body. Like, I think she's a lot more durable in the core than I like Aldridge too, but I think she's a lot more durable in the core than Aldridge was, and even Casey O'Neal. Their midsection isn't like hard as Karine Silva. Karine Silva, she took some bombs in that one fight that she fought in the Contender Series with that one huge Hulk girl that she was fighting. She took some serious shots in that one, I believe, and I believe she'll have the ability to neutralize here. Easy said I have her winning by decision. I don't really see a finish in that fight. Okay, no finish. Runnerini says she has glue on to Carolina over Stoyarenko. Okay. Oh, Brian, what's up? He said I think Carla would make a statement if she's not playing in the fight again. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like, I thought she would make a statement too. Like, maybe it was something behind the scenes. I don't know though. Like, I haven't seen anything on Instagram yet. Most likely 2-1 on the cards. Okay. Got 2-1 on the cards. Okay. BJ said when Tatiana was out, that same source had her up as well. And we also see that she's not gone from the UFC. Moreau is a better grappler than Lipsky. Yeah, she is. And she was supposed to be a better striker than Karine Silva. Right? And we saw who got knocked down in that fight. So that's why I got to lean towards. I'm leaning towards Karine Silva as of right now. And maybe up until fight night. Yeah, I think Silva wins, but if it goes multiple rounds, we'll see how Karine does. Yeah, we need to see how I just almost can smell this fight. If it goes to the ground, I think Kareem has it. But if it's on the feet longer than at least 2 minutes around, then Kareem might start catching her with punches. But I think Kareem is gonna step her game up, man. She's gonna be prepared for this fight. She's got killer in her eyes, man. I think there will be some type of confirmation if they were actually cut, though. UFC have removed people from the roster without cutting them, especially if they still have fights on their contract. Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna like I said, I'm not doing a video until I actually see like a statement made from Lauren or Carla. We could talk about them being removed from the rankings, of course, but as far as them being removed from the UFC, I don't want to put that out there yet. Like, I'll talk about them being removed from the rankings because that changes some things up. But as far as them, being like done fighting, I don't see that yet. Silva Lipsky close fight, Gary Baldwin said, but I'm going with Silva. The Casey fight confirmed this for me. Timing the overhand is going to be key to beating Lipsky. Yeah, the overhand and the left hook, I think. He just said Stoyarenko, Carolina over Stoyarenko. Casey O'Neill isn't the wrestler some people thought, and JJ is well-rounded, but not known for her grappling. Right. Yeah. Casey O'Neill's not the wrestler like that. She's not physical like that. I think, Erin Blanchfield proved like she is a better wrestler, like even on the cage, it has that strength for it. Kareem's a very good striker. She's disciplined, defensively sound, good footwork. She parries well. Yeah. I think that landing as clean as she did on Casey O'Neill, that's not going to happen in this fight. Like the way she was touching Casey O'Neill, she's not going to touch Kareem Silva the same way. I see them both getting each other's respect early, but when Kareem switches gears and gets it to the ground, that's where I see the problems come in. All right. So what else? Oh, yeah. This fight just got scheduled. We got Chelsea Chandler and Jillian Nunes. And let me see. Is this at Bantamweight? Yeah, Chelsea's number 14 and Jillian is number 13. Oh, yeah, Melissa Dixon just got herself a ranking. She's now number 15. So some of these girls that are coming in, they're bringing some type of excitement. These new fighters are bringing us some level of excitement. I mean, I don't know who's ready for the belt yet, but it's still starting to pick up at the bottom here. Hold on. What's the date on this fight here? Chelsea Chandler, Jillian Nunes are going to fight March 16th. Yeah, March 16th. This should be a good fight, man. Chelsea Chandler, last time out, she fought the fight with Norma Dumont back in July. Norma won that fight, unanimous decision. Jillian Nunes hasn't fought since January 2023. So it'll be about over a year. It's already been over a year since she fought. All right. It's already been over a year since she's fought. So it'll be a year and some change when she comes back. She's coming back. So this fight here should be interesting, man. It's going to be, I think, one of them, I won't say blockbuster, but headbuster type of fights. I think they will meet in the middle. Both fighting the southpaw stance. Both have some hard left hands, overhand lefts. Jillian's got that short build, that Joe Frazier looking little type of swag when she moves in. So she's going to have that type of leverage to whenever she swings that overhand left. And she's got like long arms too, so you have to be careful when she gets on the inside. You can't have your chin straight up. Chelsea, I think she's a little bit more technical with how she throws her straight left hand. So and she, I think Chelsea has the jiu-jitsu, she has the ground game in this fight. She's gonna have the size, possibly the strength in this fight, so she has that going for it to switch to that side if Jillian Nunes catches with a few punches, so Chelsea has that. Because let's see, Chelsea Chandler, Jillian Nunes, 67-inch reach at 5'2". And Chelsea's reach is 68 at 5'8". So she's got the height, longer reach, but like Jillian Nunes' reach is like long for somebody that's 5'2". So, somebody like that, even if you keep them at bay, they've got the reach to touch you as well. So for Chelsea going into this fight, I don't think it would be wise to stand and bang with her. She could use the length, her striking, but with the reach being so close, takedowns are important. Gary said Chandler needs to wrestle. I think it'd be wise for her to wrestle. I think she could handle Jillian, put her on her back. Jillian hasn't shown the best ground game so far in any of her fights. She showed the power, some decent inside fighting, but when it comes to like the ground, I don't think that's her best bet. I think Chelsea still has good stand-up and good ground game here. So this is going to be an entertaining one, man. Like whoever lands on the chin first, I think it's going to make it interesting. But early on, I lean towards Chelsea because she has several dimensions. She has several things going for her. The Norma Dumont fight, I know a lot of people want to counter out after that one, but hey, Norma has a level of UFC experience. She had that level of experience. Jillian, she doesn't. She's been signed a little bit longer, right? But even her like inactivity kind of puts her, at a disadvantage here. She's like fighting like once a year, if that. Hopefully they can get her back in here being active as well. Hopefully, this is going to be a fight that they both can make 135. I know 135 can be rough for Chandler, but if she can make this weight comfortably, we should have a fight. Marcus said Jillian might have issues with tall, lengthy fighters. She might. Like she had some trouble with Zara, G Frame says she got that Crash Bandicoot reach. The same shoulders and everything. Same shoulders and them long arms like him too, though on that overhand left, man. So you got to watch out for that power punch. So Chelsea being bigger too, 6 inches taller. I don't think she should have any problems here, as long as she can keep, her chin guarded and, she brings that left hand down, punching down, brings more momentum. If she can get Jillian's respect for a few minutes around, take her down, keep her on her back, she can win this one. That fight just got announced today. I just saw. Okay. And before I go, I know I haven't talked about this yet, of course, right? So I'm playing catch up a little bit here. Here we are. First time talking about it here because I've been, so busy, but I saw it. I saw it, y'all. I told y'all this is probably going to be the one to happen here. I think we all knew it was going to happen, right? I just thought it was going to happen in China, but they said they need some big title fights. They needed some WMMA fights for 300, and here we are. Zhang and Yan, Saturday, April 13th in Las Vegas for UFC 300, y'all. So it's going down. The champ is taking on now number one contender. Like I said, this is the one they were going to make. Honestly, I did think they were going to do it in China. But like I said, they probably want to have that, they want to have that big title fight here, for such a big grand event for the UFC, hitting 300 cards, right? Just looking at the main card here, let's see. So they're going to have 3 5-round fights, right? They got Weili on here, Weili Yan, then they got Gaethje and Holloway for the BMF belt, and Edwards and Muhammad for the welterweight belt. So yeah, we've got 3 championship fights so far. And yeah, this is the only WMMA fight on the card. It's the only WMMA fight on the card so far. Brian said, what about Penny Macy? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that fight. Shanghai's closed down, I heard. Oh, is it? Okay. Maybe that's why they switched it up. Okay. But yeah, this fight can be interesting here, man. You know, I think the Yan that we seen fight Carla, you know, this ain't a fighter that we can just count out like that, man. That's what I'm saying. When people just automatically see Yan Xiaonan going into this fight, they automatically call her a victim in this one. And she could be that, man. She could, man, if Weili steps her game up. But nah, man, I think that Yan has her chances if she uses the right tools in this fight. And a few of the tools that you need against Weili is, you know, footwork and a good quick jab. You know, Yan Xiaonan, if she can supply, you know, bring that heavy supply of jabs in this fight, you know, this could be a tough fight for her. You know, I know she hasn't been 5 rounds before, but with her kickboxing and her boxing ability, she should have that cardio to go into this fight and make it interesting. You know, you got to use angles and you got to, you know, cut the cage, you know, cut those angles off on Weili, use that takedown defense and pile up those punches on her. You know, see, that was the thing that Lemos didn't do. You know, Lemos stood flat-footed and looked for the big punches. She lacked it, you know. BJ said, Yan Xiaonan is big for nothing. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to use that. And I'm hoping that she's learned that. You know, she is a big strawweight. I hope that she learned from that, you know. Lack of wrestling. You know, when you're that big, yeah, you want to have your fighter become more physical. Like Erin, you know, she's not like huge and muscular, but with her build, they push her as a physical fighter. And same thing with Macy Barber. You know, Macy Barber and Yan Xiaonan in the camp now, you know, they both kind of have these big builds that they're pushing to be a little bit more physical. And, you know, I think that's the same deal they need to keep with Yan Xiaonan at times, you know, to perfect her takedown defense. But, you know, Weili, she's just like unnaturally strong for the division. So you don't want to spend too many rounds in there with Weili. You know, not only is she, you know, freakishly strong for the division, but, you know, Weili also is smart. You know, she understands that I have to adapt to whatever the situation is. You know, Yan Xiaonan, she's trying to catch up. You know, she's trying to play catch up. But I think with what Weili possesses as far as like listening skills and add more to her game, you know, it surpasses a lot of fighters. You know, she's been making it known that she wants to be like water. You know, she wants to be able to flow to whatever the situation calls. And she's the definition of a mixed martial artist. You know, you got to be a mixed martial artist to beat her. You can't just be a boxer. You just can't be a Muay Thai fighter or a grappler just to beat Weili. You know, you got to have a little bit of everything, same way she does, you know. So I think Yan has a chance to do certain things in this fight, but you know, you still got to look at what Weili's done, what she's gone through, you know, wins and losses wise. And you got to say, okay, she holds the ball in her court. You know, she's got the advantage in just about every department, you know, speed, cardio, wrestling, whatever it is, you know, pressure, you know, mental pressure, all of that, everything she's owning right now. But again, this is MMA. We never know how it could go. Y'all might not have to use takedown defense if she homes in right. You know, if she lands the perfect punch, you know, if she works on her head kicks at this point, you know what I mean? Like if she jabs right, it can lead to the perfect shot, and that could be it. So yeah, The Carla fight, yeah, it was a problem. It was definitely something that showed us, whoa, that she's got to work on her ground game. But I think she's learned a lot since then. It could play out that way because, Weili is so much bigger and stronger than Carla. But we never know, man. We just never know. Like you said, BJ, she's a big fighter. Hopefully they're training her to use that size. Hopefully she's, been running the right strength and conditioning drills to put it to use. I like the fight, though. I like the fight. Look, I like Weili versus Suarez as well, but I think this is a good fight, and I think Jan's earned it. To me, I think Jan earned it. A lot of people don't feel like Jan earned this fight. I mean, look at the rankings. I mean, she earned it. What else does she got to do yeah, she could fight 3 more fights and go on a 5-fight win streak like not Carla, but yeah, Carla. Like Carla or like Rocky Pennington. But if she's here and number 1 now, and the UFC has got her in that position, like, why would she have to do that now? I don't see any issue here, And now, if they did schedule Weili versus Suarez, the fight would have got canceled anyway because, Suarez is injured now, right? And I know that's not, anybody's fault. Like Suarez, it happens. But I'm just saying, like, if they had scheduled Weili and Suarez, boom, the fight would have got canceled anyway because, look, she's injured, right? Brian said Jan has a great story. She just didn't post on social media a lot. Yeah, I like Jan. I like her, man. I like her style. She adds to the division too, James said he has a 65-35 for Weili. Jan has a good shot, but got to be on point everywhere. Exactly. You just got to be on point, like stuffing constant takedowns if Weili's running in, exposing Weili's defense at times, jab to the face, jab, boom, right hand. Hand speed is important for Jan in this fight. Hand speed and foot speed. Because if you look, Weili, Lemos used no footwork in that fight. Beating Weili, you need footwork. Rose, both times. Even at times, Joanna gave her some trouble, in and out with her style, leg kicks, head kicks here and there. A lot of herky-jerky movement. Your footwork is very important. It's critical to beating Weili. Robot Chick said, who else is Weili going to fight? Might as well be Jan or Tatiana. I agree. Yeah. And yeah, it got to be Jan at this point, Yeah. The best way for Jan to catch her and hurt her the best way is for her to win is to catch her and when she's coming in. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, you got to catch her when she's coming in. Like Carla used her jab on Weili a couple of times, Lemos landed like 1 or 2 right hands and couldn't hurt her, but the way you have to set those up, you have to kind of blind those punches, with jabs, and that right hand that you don't see coming, that's the one that usually puts you out, right? Because like what Lemos threw some telegraph punches and Weili saw him and boom, she walked through him, she ate him. Yeah, you have to have footwork. You got to have footwork to beat her. Durham fight gives me a lot of worries for Jan. Yeah, I'm going to go back and look at that Durham Jan fight. I hope so much has changed since then, but I would like to see Jan use her physicality, but I'm not sure if this is the best fight to do it in. Only if it's necessary, like only when her back is really to the wall. We see her use her physicality in this type of fight, but I don't think she needs to go in right away and try to wrestle Zhang Weili like that. Not at all. Don't just go in there, try to meet her right in the middle and clinch up and dirty box because, Jan, she could get pelted with some elbows or catch some heavy knees to the body. Oh, no. Weili's bringing like a whole arsenal in here. But it should be a good fight. It's a good fight for 300, but I want a couple more WMMA fights on this card, man. Like, I don't see anything else. Like, are they going to put any more? Let's see. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 fights on the 300 card. They got room for at least 3 more women fights. Come on, give us some more women's fights. Come on. This ain't enough, man. I mean, I'm definitely gonna be hyped for this card and for this fight, but we need a few more WMMA fights on this card. I don't know who else to put on there right now because Rose is fighting Ebos now. Dixon is fighting what's that girl's name? Cannoli. Those were some of the suggestions I had. So they're taken. There's still room for Holly Holm and Miesha Tate. There's still room for Holly Holm and Miesha Tate. BJ said, what happens if Dern beats Lemos? Dern versus Suarez? Probably. If Dern beats Lemos, we'll probably get that fight. But if Lemos beats her, I think Lemos will fight Suarez. Yeah, Dern Suarez is a fight I wanted to see anyway, man. I wanted to see that fight anyway. If Lemos better not lose to Dern. Let me just put it that way. Like, with what she possesses, she should not be losing to Dern. They're keeping up Grasso, Shevchenko, for Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, they are. I think they are, because Dana was talking about taking them dates from De La Hoya, talking about they're gonna secure, was it Mexican Independence Day in September and Cinco de Mayo in May. They trying to take them dates from De La Hoya and Canelo. So after the numbers that the Mexico card did, they're gonna want to take it. Dern, I don't know, man. She biting off more than she can chew right now. She might take some bombs in this fight. Lemos better not lose to Dern. I mean, the blueprint. There's several fighters out there that the blueprint is right there, and when you lose to them, I get so pissed off. Like, there's a blueprint to beat Andrade. There's a blueprint to beat Dern. Marina Rodriguez, she went in there, beat Dern. I was happy. I was like, there you go. She sees it. Aaron Blanchfield, Jan Xiaonan, they took Andrade out. Same with Suarez, because they saw it. But once you go in there and fight their fights and you lose, I'll be like, come on now. That shows your IQ. This fight between Lemos and Dern is going to show Lemos's IQ. Well, the Zhang Weili fight already showed that. It showed it at a championship level. But this Dern fight is going to show like that IQ to stay afloat right now. I want to see rhythm. I mean, I seen Lemos throwing more rhythm like in her mid training and her boxing training, but oh man, I want to see her like just come with combinations more and set her power up. Don't keep depending on it. Dern's about to pretzel Lemos. Remember how Andrade snatched her up? Be just stupid. Yeah, she snatched Andrade. Did snatch her up, but Dern ain't Andrade, so I don't think she gonna pretzel Lemos though, man. Like, she shouldn't pretzel Lemos. She ain't gonna do that. Lolita said Kareem will pretzel Casey O'Neill. Yeah, I think Kareem Silva would pretzel a lot of girls though. I think she would pretzel. I think she might pretzel Lipsky. I'm just saying though. Don't make me start, but yeah. BJ said Dern doesn't get the respect. She goes out and fights hard. Yeah, she goes. She fights hard. I think she gets the respect that she needs or she deserves. Like, she's getting about the respect that she deserves. For somebody running in with their chin wide open and blitzing and throwing wild punches, she's giving us about all the respect she deserves. Okay. I hope you're not comparing that one fight to Lemos. Dern isn't Andrade. Yeah. Oh, man. Hold on one second, y'all. I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Let me see. Oh man, hold on. James said Lamos is out of there soon too. Oh, you think she's gonna be out soon, man? Yeah, it depends. I mean, it depends on like if she loses the Dern. I mean, yeah, she could be. If she already got her title shot, so we don't know. Yeah. Lolita said I got confused. Confused about what? Dern tatted Angela up. Yes, she did. Dern, she tatted her up, man. But then Andrade tatted her up. Man, like every shot that Andrade threw was putting Dern down. She served her chin up on a platter. She served her chin up on a platter for Andrade. She said, Andrade, here you go. She literally gave Andrade that chin, and she got dropped, what, 4 times in that fight? I was like, yo, what are you doing, Dern? Like, come on, wait, slow it down. Oh, Lolita said when I went silent. Oh, okay, yeah, I stepped away. Gary said Dern has like a 15% takedown accuracy. Right. Right. Like on the ground, yeah, her BJJ is already it's there. Like if like Hannah Cyphers, when she gave her that opportunity to submit her, that was kind of a gimme. She did get Nina Ansaroff down. Like, let's look at who she submitted now. Like, we gotta look. Gotta look at who she submitted. Hold on. Because she couldn't submit Tisha Torres. She couldn't submit Angela Hill. She couldn't submit Marina Rodriguez. Told you that's what I'm telling you. Marina Rodriguez like might be easy to take down, but her submission defense is good. Like she couldn't submit. But we count everybody, even the people that she lost to. Okay. So she could submit Angela Hill, Jan Jana, Marina Rodriguez, Tisha Torres, Verna Jandaroba. She did submit Miranda Marcos because Miranda, and I'll say this: I'm not taking away from her submission wins, but Miranda and Hannah Cyphers did kind of they gave it to her. They gave her the opportunity. Like Hannah Cyphers stood there. She stood up. You know, she was standing up when Mackenzie Dern was on the ground with her. And she locked in that knee bar, right? She got her down. Then Miranda Marcos, same thing. She kind of went right into it. And she went to the ground with her. Like none of these were like takedown submissions, right? Even the Nina Ansaroff, was that like a takedown? Did she get a takedown in that fight, or did she just like hit her with the overhand right? G Frank said I thought Tisha beat her too. Yeah, I thought Tisha beat her. I did too. I thought Tisha won that fight. Like Tisha was in some scary moments too, but Tisha, boy, she showed how good her submission defense is. So, like, your submission defense is good. Like, yeah, Dern will have some trouble with you. So, yeah, there's like a certain level of her BJJ that fighters with the right defensive skills, they can kind of expose that with her. But yeah, there's nobody on here that she's taken down and submitted, right? In the UFC. I believe what ABC, Amanda Bobby Cooper, she knocked down as well. Yeah, so she's not taking girls down and submitting them like that. Yeah, Corinne Silva is though. Tatiana and Weili are more dangerous on the ground than Dern. Yeah. Tatiana and Weili are a little bit more dangerous. Well, let me think about that. Hold on. Yeah. I think that with their level of arsenal makes them so dangerous, like ground and pound, elbows, a lot of that. BJ said Jennifer Maya is a better Damian Maya. Oh, not Jennifer Maya. Jillian Robertson is a better Damian Maya comparison. Okay. Easy said Andrade Dern was a mirror of Nunes Cyborg. Andrade Durr was a Cyborg Durr had no respect for Andrade. Like Cyborg had no respect. It was all it was night. Yeah. It was one of them like emotional fights where they just keep running in with their chin up and boom. Okay, Marcus sent me this here. Marcus Bell, you still in the building? He told me to check my message. I'm gonna bring it up now. It's the last thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, so what do y'all think of this? All right, hear me out. Okay, Marcus is still here. Shout out to Marcus Bell. He just sent this to me. Okay. All right. From Reddit, React Q. I look at React Q's videos. He does like a lot of he's like that WMMA channel that posts all the upcoming fights and the face-offs and everything. But he posted this from Chris Cyborg, right? All right. Chris Cyborg said, no, let me start here. Larissa Pacheco. All right. Larissa Pacheco says, at Chris Cyborg, congrats on your win. But let's be real. Kayla don't want this, and no one wants to watch her trying to hug you for 5 rounds. Let's move on and put on a show for the fans. Don Davis was tagged champ versus champ. I am a 2-time champ. So Chris Cyborg responds, I have told my team I only plan on having one more MMA fight before retirement. And that if the PFL is unable to promote the Kayla fight, that I would like them to book you for that match. And I believe everyone wants to see me KO Kayla Harrison. Okay? Okay. All right. I'm going to be quick in my thoughts on that. I mean, I'll probably do a video on it. I know some people that asked about this before, but all right, let's be real. I personally don't want to. If she only had, okay, let me put it this way. If Chris Cyborg only has one more fight left, I want it to be the champ versus champ fight. Okay? That's what I want to see. As a hardcore WMMA fan or MMA fan, period, I want champ versus champ. The only time I wanted the Kayla fight was when I felt like they were going to build this thing up, right? Like PFL, Bellator, okay, let's fight Kayla. Let's do a 2-fight deal. Kayla and then the champ. But now that Chris Cyborg has put it out there and says I only plan on doing one more fight before retirement, the only fight that makes sense right now would be Pacheco, right? I know Pacheco has 2 wins over I know Kayla Harris has 2 wins over Pacheco. Okay, but who has the belt now? Okay. So to me, I think the fans really want to see this fight. I know, yeah, people want to see her shut Kayla up, but Kayla's kind of shut herself up at this point. Kayla doesn't show any interest in this fight. Kayla Harrison's not said anything about this fight. Larissa Pacheco's already been talking. Like Larissa Pacheco's already been saying, I want this fight. I want this fight. I want this fight. The only fight Pacheco wants is Chris. Like no other options. Okay. And this is coming from somebody that's just been growing and developing and has already fought Kayla twice. And now she's not putting any hold up. She says, we all got belts. Let's just do it this way. Right. So me personally, I think that Larissa Pacheco is right. Nobody wants to see that Kayla fight right now. I mean, they'll take it, but to me, it has to lead up to something bigger. It has to lead up to something better here. And I think at this point, even the PFL fans want to see Pacheco versus Cyborg. It's not like Kayla carries this huge following. Like Kayla's not Ronda. Kayla's not Holly Holm. Especially with the L now too. Like she's made more money than a lot of these other fighters. But when it comes down to like fan stock, the hardcore fans, even the PFL fans, they want to see champ versus champ. Because if they see Pacheco get boxed out of this, they're going to be like, what are y'all doing? Your last fight with PFL, last fight with MMA is going to be Kayla. Granted, for Chris Cyborg, she's thinking money now. That's basically how she thinks. Even with boxing, she's just thinking money. You know, that last fight she just had this past weekend against, the boxing match she just had. That was a quick check. So I'm thinking that the same thing here. They just want this fight for all show. But to me, it would make more sense because get the money with Pacheco, plus you get a fifth belt. You get a fifth belt in this organization. So why not go that route? That's the competition too. Kayla being her last fight just don't have the same zing. To me, it don't. That's just me though. But what do you think, Marcus? Like, I know you sent that to me, so I wanted to know how you feel. Like, what do you think, Marcus? Like, Champ versus Champ makes sense, right? If she has one more fight in her for MMA, it should be one more organization belt, and that's it. To me, I just don't think the Kayla fight brings that fire at this point. Like it was more of a tune-up that leads up to the championship fight. But if you're doing one fight, it should just be that one championship fight to me. Mark said, yeah, champ versus champ. Yeah, that's how I see it. It's champ versus champ. So yeah, I'm about to, let me see, close this thing out here in a minute. But that's how I feel about that one, man. I just think that I just feel like Kayla doesn't really want it like that, so there's no need to keep bothering with it. Robot Chicken said after Cyborg saying that crap, she definitely ducked Nunes in the rematch. Ooh. Kayla is a duck. Gary Ball said Kayla is a duck. Yeah, Kayla don't really seem like she wanted like that too. So it's just like, let's forget that fight. I know they've been pushing for it. Cyborg, they want it. They want it because it's money. But you just can't force some people to get into the cage with you. Just can't force it. James said Kayla fight doesn't bring in the money. She lost. If she's still undefeated, at least makes sense. But right now, Chris should fight Pacheco. She has one fight left. That's what I think. Exactly. Brian said there was no one for Chris to fight at Bellator. Easy said I don't even see Pacheco as a threat to Cyborg, so it's a little weird to me. Like a serious threat at this point. There's more. Yeah, like I see her as more of a threat than Kayla. I'll say that. Like I see her as more of a threat like that. I see her as more of a threat, and it just makes more sense, BJ said, so if Chris Cyborg retires, Blenko and Zingano for the belt. I guess so. Yeah, right. They left off with the two. They're the two. No. Hold on. What is her name? BJ. Leah McCourt. Leah McCourt is due a title shot. No, Leah McCourt's due the title shot, right? Because Kat Zingano did beat Leah McCourt though, right? But Kat lost to Cyborg. So Leah McCourt defeated Sarah McMahon. So technically, Leah McCourt was due a title shot. So yeah, Leah McCourt, she deserves her shot. So make it Blenko versus Leah McCourt. I know Leah McCourt probably, rubbing her hands when she heard that one last fight. She's like, oh, I'm about to get that belt. I thought Leah McCourt was gonna do I thought Chris Cyborg was supposed to give Leah McCourt a fight too. They talked to each other in the cage that time when they won their fights and everything, but I guess if she's doing one more fight, yeah. Hold on. Oh, you said Don Davis said Kayla is injured. You think he's lying? I don't know. Like, what kind of injury does she have? I haven't heard anything about it. Don Davis said she's injured. And why hasn't Kayla said it? Like, why hasn't Kayla said, hey, I can't right now? At least when Manon missed her title shot. She said, "Hey, you see, I tore my ligament. I'm out." He was out for a while. Kayla didn't say nothing about an injury. But I think Chris just need to fight Pacheco, man. She just need to fight Pacheco. James saw the interview. Hold on, James, you saw the interview? People making excuses for side. Yeah, I mean, I want to Pacheco fight. That should just be it. True here. What's up? He said, I'm late. Yeah, man, you late, man. You about an hour and a half. Hey, feel free to go back and listen, though, man. It's all good. We just talking about this last Chris Cyborg and Kayla Harrison deal because Pacheco wants to fight. That's what I like to hear. Just make the fight happen. All right, y'all. Still got about 20 of y'all in here. Make sure you hit the like button. I know I'm about to get out of here, but hey, you still hit the like button so you get your notifications and yeah, just show your appreciation. Bellator will still be Bellator. It's not going anywhere. No, it's not. Pretty soon we can sign up to fight for Bellator, BJ. Pretty soon BJ gonna be signed up to fight for Bellator. He gonna be fighting for a vacant belt. I'd probably fight it like flyweight. I'm gonna fight it like featherweight or flyweight. No, what is the weight? Bantamweight, yeah. Carolina versus Lucindo. Ooh, that's a good fight. Yeah, that's coming up. Early look, I think I'm gonna go with Jasmine Lucindo. G Frame said I'm a ring announcer for Bellator now. BJ said he going for the vacant heavyweight title. He said him versus Ryan Bader. I guess I'll have to fight. What's his name? Austin Van Zandt. No, Austin Van Zandt's like is he a light heavyweight? What is Austin Van for? Is he a bantamweight? Hold on. Is he 135 or is he featherweight? No, he's a middleweight. Yeah, well, I think he's middleweight. Yeah, he's middleweight. I ain't putting on that much weight. I'm staying in the 145 pound area. Oh man, my back. Okay, to lose again and not having those excuses of fighting dumb and fluke. Wait, Zalman said to lose again and not having those excuses of fighting dumb and fluke. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I ain't see no fluke. And no fighting dumb. I mean, hey, fighting dumb, that's on you. Runner Reedy said, we about to get knocked out or submitted. Dang. See, that mean me and BJ, we can train together because we ain't nowhere near in the same weight class. So, we ain't gonna have beef like that. So, we ain't nowhere near the same weight class. So, we ain't gonna never meet up in the same class and say, oh, I can't fight this person. We train together. Easy, he said BJ want the easiest guy in the division. He want the easiest guy. He want Ryan Bader. He's in my DC voice. Is Big Tuna still in Bellator? I don't know. Really? Let's see. Big Tuna. He's like 6-4. No, he's not. Like, I think he left Bellator like almost 2 years ago. Yeah, his last fight. He's been fighting. Big Tuna been fighting for LFA and Summit FC. Yeah, he just fought back in November in Summit. Yeah, he was only in Bellator like for like 2 fights. He had to go back to Summit FC. Troy B said preview prediction for Silva Arujo. Ooh, I got to talk about that. Not now, but I think we all know that Silva's on a mission right now. Yeah, I'm about to jump off here too. BJ said good night. Catch him live this week. I like how BJ just said this week. He ain't put a date on it this time. BJ think he's slick, man. BJ think he's slick talking about catch me live this week. See, he put a date on the other 2 days, but this time he just said sometime this week. He being slick there. Gary said, I like Vivi. I like Vivian Arujo too. I thought Vivian Arujo was going to beat Ebos. I was rooting for her. I thought she was going to put some work on grass, so, like try, but nope. So I'm kind of can't look at her like that now, man. Troy B said Natalia Silva is like Macy Barber, hype train derail. Oh, against Vivian Arujo? I don't know about that. Macy Barber been bouncing back nicely, man. I mean, she in the top 5, top 10 now. She's, found her way back in. She's got some good wins. I think Silva's, going to be a monster. This girl been training. She's still undefeated in the UFC, so she has yet to be derailed. But on that note, y'all, I'm about to jump off of here. Good catch-up talk here, man. A lot of stuff going on. Still got other stuff going on I ain't talked about. So I just wanted to fill everybody in on, my thoughts on some of these fights this past weekend and what's coming up. Yeah, I think WMMA is, going to start off pretty sharp. I mean, we already had some cancellations and some pullouts, of course. You always got to factor that in. But other than that, we had some good action lined up. Good fight coming up this weekend. This past weekend was okay. But yeah, I'm about to jump off here, y'all. Okay, Troy said one criticism for Silva is she's a point fighter, taekwondo, not much power. I think she has some decent power. I think she has speed is her power. Speed is her power and accuracy. Speed and accuracy, similar to Rose, right? Rose, that taekwondo girl with some good accuracy, and it does damage. She does damage. She gets respect. So, that's still a good thing. But yeah, hit that like button on your way out, y'all. If you missed the live, come on back. Listen to the replay. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.